Hey guys, this is Zombie Freak 21, and today I want to get into, you could say I'm making a rant on YouTube itself. Now, before I get into the bad points, I want to get to the good points. Basically go into a brief history of YouTube and some in its glory days. Now, I have an account that's been created since the summer of '10, but I've actually been on this website since around the year '06. And of course I was 17 at the time. I didn't create my own account till around the year '07. And of course, let me just get into YouTube's glory days. Now I know the website was originally created in '05, but many people like myself didn't hear about it till around the year '06. And of course, around November 2006, that's when I kind of first discovered the website. And what I like about it, it's kind of escape to all the BS that's on TV, because watching other people doing things that are worth watching is somewhat my point of entertainment. Now, thanks to YouTube, in its early days I was able to discover some good musicians, such as you could say the Killers. There's the Killers. What else did I discover on this website? It was too long ago. There's this other kid who, of course, plays the ukulele. He's been on here since he was 10. He's about 15 now. I don't remember his name, but he jams well on the ukulele and the guitar. Now, and of course, there's Angry Video Game Nerd. He he is one badass gamer, and his stuff when he entertains us with this of his shitty games is pretty hilarious. I was able to enjoy a bunch of videos who are mostly independent channels, and it's usually the most independent channels who have good stuff because they actually put effort in their work. And I was able to find some good videos. And of course, before the like buttons, there was the rating systems, because I was able to find some good videos based off the ratings, the top rated, the most discussed, and the most popular. Now, let now let me get to around the year '07 when I first created my own account. My old account was Red8907. I didn't make much videos, but you could say I was somewhat of an animal rights activist. Of course, that was where I first became a vegetarian. On my older videos, I kind of passed the word on animal rights, basically protesting against animal cruelty, tips on how to become a vegetarian or vegan, and all that stuff. I wasn't popular, but I was able to get help through a group of people, and they tipped me on how to basically stay in a stable diet. And most of the people I know from my old channel, most of them were vegetarians and vegans, and they were very helpful. And back then, of course, there was the bulletins. It was a lot easier to contact with your friends on this website, whether we could easily get to share each videos, discover new people, all that fun stuff. Now, speaking of, I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but let me start getting into some of the. Oh, I almost forgot. There's another good channel. Another good channel was Sonic High. If you haven't heard from him, he's some guy from the UK who basically just makes videos off of video games from Sonic the Hedgehog. And of course, it's mostly stuff from like Sonic Adventure 1, 2, 3, and so on. He has some good videos, and sometimes he even makes trailers of any new games, any new Sonic games coming up. And of course, around the time, that's when I sort of discovered college humor. And of course, their older videos were actually funny, and it kind of relates to a college kid like myself. But moving on, let me kind of get into how this website slowly went downhill. First, around the year '06, The original creators had pretty much, of course, you already know, had sold the website to Google. And when I heard about this, I kind of knew that this website was pretty much turning in for the worst. Of course, we kind of didn't notice this around. Many people didn't really notice about this probably around mid '07 when the website got sued by Viacom for over $1 billion. And yes, Viacom did win this lawsuit, which had gotten a bunch of videos that are owned by them taken down. And of course, that's where everything went apeshit. Because, for instance, there's this guy who used to post episodes of Hey Arnold, Daria, etc. But anything owned by them, it's either get taken off. So that person either gets ends up getting suspended. And that's what I kind of noticed. Not to mention that Viacom is trying to basically screw over the users by trying to invade our privacy, and some judge said it was okay for them to do it. And of course, many people have protested against this situation. It's like having a virtual flame war against a group of greedy corporate bastards, because Viacom, they don't care about the customers. They just want the damn profit. And of course, I noticed that some of the changes around, of course, in the mid '07 to early '08, that's when I started noticing the major changes. First, they got rid of the top rated, most discussed sections, and of course, that's when it started getting hard to find any good videos. And when I said from the year '08, that's when we kind of discovered these YouTube ports such as Shay Carl, Shane Dawson, iJustine, which I never watched their videos, and neither did I watch The Annoying Orange. Because when I noticed they were making change after change to reduce independent channels' exposures. So of course, I can't find any good music, basically any good type of entertainment, because YouTube pretty much has somewhat lost its credibility. And of course, around the year '08, that's when they got rid of the bulletin boards, because well, at least the old format. Because the old format, it was a lot easier to communicate with all my other with some subscribers and with some online friends on this website. But since they got rid of it, it was a lot harder. I actually had to go on my friend box just to contact somebody, just to give a tip of advice when it comes to any new bands to discover, or any food advice when it comes to my plant-based diet. And of course, in late '08, there came the copyright issues with Warner Music Group and Universal Music Group. That's when everything really turned for the worse. Even for something that's fair use, that you play your favorite band song for only 30 seconds, it gets taken down simply because you're playing the song in the background. So really, everybody on this website was getting screwed over because of WMG. Not to mention blocking the music from the UK from this website. So basically, it's not just the people in the US that were suffering because of this, but in other countries, they can't listen to any music couldn't listen to any music at all because of this this conflict with WMG and UMG. Not to mention, Sonic Kai, he was copyrighted twice. Because for one, he got his video for the One Tree Hill song